Okay, so a lot of you who saw the student versus teacher video came to me and asked me my opinion as a mother, as someone who's involved in the schools and the community. You came and asked my opinion. And I told y'all, give me a couple days. I'll think about it. I gave you the light version of it. But how much time do we have to talk? Because let's talk about it. That video, and let me start by saying I don't know the whole story. I wasn't in either one of those positions. You asked me my point of view, and this is what I'm going to give you. Neither one of them people was right. I'm not going to say that the teacher was right. Not going to say that the student was right either. Okay? Neither one of them was right. That teacher, while dealing with that child and taking her phone, she knew what she was up against. And I feel like if you know that you're going into a class full of middle school and high school students, y'all, middle school and high school students who are of age, they're teenagers, they're smelling themselves, period, point blank. They smelling themselves with everybody. Nowadays, these motherfuckers disrespectful to their grandparents. Y'all ask me my opinion. You're going into a school as a teacher to take care of high school students. You knew she was acting up. You had to get to the point of taking her phone from her. And you, the way that you acted, probably took it from her in a nasty ass way. Because that's what I saw from you. That's what I saw from the teacher. After taking her phone, you knew that you were going to need whatever defense tactics, restraining tactics, detaining tactics that you were going to need. You used none of that. The only one that I felt like you gave that student was, don't do that. Don't swing off at me. Don't hit me. That's all I felt like you gave her. Other than that, you was wrong. That teacher was wrong. The students. This is a high school girl. We don't know whether her period was on. We don't know if she woke up to something wrong with a family member. We don't know what she was going through, but she was on her phone. It wasn't until this teacher was on top of this little girl saying to go get another teacher. Why didn't you call for a hall monitor long time ago? Like, what is wrong with our systems that we don't have hall monitors in these kids? You do, but the hall monitors are the administrators who are already dealing with enough on their plate. And don't get me wrong, we'll get around to that subject too, because I'm a parent who's in the school, and some of these administrators, they are bogged down with filling other positions in the schools. But your main priority is the title that you wear. And I'm a mama. So the teacher was wrong and the student was wrong. You don't know what this little girl was going through. And I understand that she had her phone out. Call the hall monitor. Tell her to get out of your classroom. This is my classroom. This is my domain. I'm here to teach. And for everybody who wants to learn, stay here. Anybody who fucking doesn't and you can't pay attention, goodbye. I have a yardstick and I will slam it on a dresser or a counter or anything if my kids get too fucking loud. I work from home. So you know I'm in these schools. I do community activities. I know who I'm dealing with. When my kids go to school, baby, I have been up to that school and spotted you from damn near every corner of that school before you meet me. I need to know who I'm playing with. My son is in high school. He has 6 to 8 teachers, plus coaches and marching band and everything else. I'm going to see who all of you are. When your semester change over and you get 2, 3, 4 more teachers, I'm going to see them too. figure out who you are and what you got going on. I need to know whether you're going to protect my children. If you look a little crazy, if you here just for the motherfucking check, like just here for $1, I need to see if you care about my child as a student, nonetheless, as something you have to protect for the 8 hours that they're in school. That lady wasn't it. I'm sorry. I'm going to say, y'all asked me my opinion, I'm giving it to you. She was not the fuck here. I would not want her in my classroom. And it don't got nothing to do with what she wore, what clothes she had on. I don't care. I wouldn't have had that on. Don't get me wrong. I would not have walked in that school looking like that. As a mother, I try not to walk in that school looking like that. No, she couldn't have taught my teacher. My kids come to me every day, and I ask them, how was school? What'd you learn in school? If they had a substitute, they running that shit back to me. Her name was such and such. She looked like this, and they don't observe who she is. When your teacher is not there, it's important for you to know that. Anything could have happened to your child. That teacher might not have left a note saying such and such has a motherfucking allergy. I need to know what's going on. Even if I have to trust that for 8 hours my kids are in good hands and God has them covered, when they get home, let's talk. Y'all, we got to get back into these schools. We got to get into our kids' life. My son is a teenager, 16 years old. And sometimes he don't want to talk to me, but is he going to talk to me? Hell yeah. Hell fuck yeah, I need to know what's going on. Is he going to tell me everything, his deepest, darkest secrets? No. But I talk to my son enough to know where I can draw the line. Where I can draw that conclusion of, okay, this is not his day. Or, you know, he's not going to have a good day in school because of the way he woke up. His sleep patterns is awful. Like, when your sleep pattern's off, you fucking up your grades. You can't concentrate. You ain't class sleep. I need to know this shit. Because if your teacher called me and say, oh, Moses sleep in the class, I know that's Moses' fault. But are these teachers even calling anymore before they just decide to up and suspend these students? Nah. They're not doing that. None of our old systems is in place. You don't have a F until you have a 50 or below. Who the fuck does that? Who? I'm sorry. And my 16-year-old son will tell you so with my 7 and my 6-year-old. I don't go by that motherfucking grading rubric. I'm me? No. Hell no. If you have a 69 or below, that is an F. Me and you got a problem. I'm in school with my kids just to show them what I expect of them. Just to finish off what I started because I said I was going to do something. My teacher gave me a motherfucking C the other day, and I like to flip my lid and emailed him I don't know how many times. I probably have scared him into not calling me because he has not called me back, but you don't have to worry about it because I will take care of that. You're not, no, you gonna explain to me why you gave me a C, and if you right, you right. But if you not, I need you to break that shit down to me. I'm willing to learn. That's what I'm in your class for. And that's what these kids need to be going to school for. That's what the fuck they need to be going to school for. They both were wrong as fuck. Both of them. I don't care how the fuck you want to flip that. Neither one of them was in the right. Now, the other side of me says that situation happened for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. So, when you go through this stuff, or when you see this stuff, the way it affects you, you have to pay attention to it. Because what does that say for you? When I saw that video, I wish I could do more. But I'm juggling a good bit, y'all. I'm in 2 schools. In the range of 4, 5, 6. I think it's 7 schools surrounding me. I have mid-semester events in the middle of each semester. Come out. These kids do need mental health. They do need a check yourself. They need somebody who fucking cares, which is supposed to start at home. They need somebody who gives a fuck. Big sister, big brother, aunt, uncle, cousin, what have you. They need somebody who loves them and who cares and just admires them and acknowledges what the fuck they do. And let me back up a little bit. While they need all of that, they need some motherfucking discipline. Like I said earlier, I have a fucking yardstick. And I will reach out to my 16-year-old with that bitch. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. I wish that, no, I don't even wish. I don't wish that. But if that was my daughter, girl, after you get out the hospital, because I'm going to go get you checked. Trust me, both of y'all going to feel me if that was my daughter. After you get out the hospital, you can't have shit in your room but a fucking air mattress. Not a goddamn thing. I do not give a fuck. That was disrespectful as fuck. You need your ass cut. But I'm going to hit you where it hurt. Because ass cuttings don't mean nothing to these big ass kids. Their phone will go off. Your motherfucking ass won't have nothing in that room but pen and paper. The other day, my daughters were fighting each other. Let me tell you what their daddy did. And this is why I love who I have had my kids by. That daddy made they 6 and 7-year-old ass sit down and write 25 times, I would not fight my sister. Because that shit's not acceptable. In neither one of our houses. We don't give a fuck. That fighting shit is for the birds. When it's time for you to fight, a bitch done disrespected you, and you can whip that ass. You got all my permission, but you're not about to fight your sister. Y'all can argue and yell to the top of y'all motherfucking lungs all you motherfucking want to. When I come in there, you lower your motherfucking voice and tell me what the fuck going on, and go back to arguing and yelling until I don't want to hear that shit, or y'all done came to some kind of motherfucking agreement. But back to my point, these kids need that in their lives. I will cut your motherfucking ass. Try me. By government laws, you all are fed 3 times a day. Plus, when y'all eat at motherfucking school, y'all have clothes galore, shoes galore. Y'all got shit y'all ain't even asked for yet. And don't get me wrong, my kids don't ask for shit, but they do the work that they supposed to do for what the fuck I've gotten them so far. They do. But that shit can quickly be snatched up. If that was my motherfucking child, you'd be in the room with an air mattress, pen and motherfucking paper, and I see your goddamn dinner in there when you ready. When you finish with it, come wash that motherfucking dish and put it in the dish rack, and get back in your room and finish what the fuck you gotta do. I don't give a fuck if you got a job. I'm still your parental unit. I don't give a fuck if you pay your own phone bill. If you get disrespectful around this motherfucker and you still live in my house, baby, I know ways of cutting you off that you ain't even thought of yet. I'm your mama. Straight up. I know you. I'm gonna sit down and learn you. Just like I had to learn your daddies. Just like I had to learn my classmates and co-workers and all these other motherfuckers. I'm gonna study you. And like I said before, when my kids go to school, I done popped up at Eau Claire from the bottom floor, from the garage floor, all the way to the top floor, and peeped out all 8 of his motherfucking teachers. Before you meet me, I know who you are. When his semester change over and them 2, 3, 4 teachers change over, What you look like? You look like you crazy? You look like you just here for a check? Let me know what you here for. Because that's exactly how the fuck I'm going to treat you if I have a problem with you and my child. Substitutes. Yeah, my kids do have their phone. If you on the way to your class and you got a substitute teacher, text me. Let me know. This motherfucker look like he a little crazy. If he seem like he cool and you go in that class, you had a good day, you come home, we gonna talk about what's up, what's good, how you doing? I had a sub in such and such today. All right, cool. If that's all he got to say about it, I know that sub was cool. But y'all, we not in these schools to know that shit. I need more help. I cannot do this by myself. My community events, y'all come out. I don't give a damn if you come out and sell your product. At least you're out there. At least you know what the fuck is going on with the kids in your community. Invite kids out there. Listen, I had a childhood. My mama ain't play no motherfucking games. First day of school, we had picnics. Let me see what you know about your teacher before I go up there and spot your teacher and then meet them. Let me see how you feel about it. Let me know what information you collected. I taught my children to learn who you're dealing with. What's her name? If you don't know her first name, what's her first initial and her last name? How long has she been teaching? This is shit that our teachers taught us. And if your teacher's not telling you that, I need you to find out. Google got every fucking thing, y'all. You can find any fucking body, bro. You can find where they are in their cemetery by Google. So at the end of the day, like I said, y'all ask me my fucking opinion, I'm gonna go ahead and shut up because I can talk about this all day. Like I said, how much time do we have to talk about this motherfucking problem? Like I said, at the end of the day, they both were fucking wrong. Y'all ask me my opinion and tell you. They both was in the wrong. But, like I said, the other side of me says, why did that happen? Did that happen because we are not in the schools like we're supposed to be? Well, I'm speaking for those who ain't. Like, I'm in the schools. My girl's father, my son's father, my son's godfather is on top of what's going on in these schools. I don't play that shit. And male presence in the schools is the best fucking thing you can do. I made a video a couple years ago where my girls got lost. They split the buses up and my girls got lost. So, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm driving and done went past where I was supposed to go. But yeah, my girls got lost. And I was saying then, we have to get into these schools, especially the males. If they see male role models in these schools, if they see the fathers coming up, they for field day, for whatever the hell you going up to the school for, a male presence to say, hey, this mine. They see mothers all of the fucking time. Even if it's both of y'all together. Me and my baby daddy co-parent all the time. If we got to go to a meeting together, we're going to fucking together. If our schedules don't permit, we'll go to them separately, but we're in the schools. Male presence is needed in the schools. Not just as teachers, but as parents too. It's important that we all get back in these schools, but y'all males can make a difference in the schools. The one thing that I love about my son's school, and don't get me wrong, don't get me wrong, it's not the worst school in Columbia. It's not. One thing that that made me love his school was the fact that they had male presence. And it's not all of them are the dominant presence that say, oh, well, I'm the shit. I ain't got to listen to no motherfucking body. You going to listen to me. And they're authoritative with abuse behind it. These men, these coaches, these teachers at my son's school I feel like a lot of them care about where he goes and what he does with his life. They communicate with me just like I communicate with them. By email, I have received good and bad. Y'all, these people can't drive. I've received good and bad fucking emails from these teachers. Most need to straighten up your class. Oh, okay, say no more. Thank you very fucking much. I appreciate your communication, like straight up. Please tell me. I've received good and bad emails from a lot of those teachers up there. Moses is doing an amazing job. He's a role model. Keep doing what he's doing. Blah, 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 blah. We don't play those games. My son knows that if you get caught with your fucking phone out in class, who's coming to get it? I talk to the teacher. You might get it back at the end of class. You might get it back at the end of the day. Hell, I might pick it up. You get it back at the end of the week. He never knows. You want to know why? The element of surprise to your children, honey, it works. They don't know if you going to cut their ass or fuck them up. You better know I'm crazy, though. The fuck? Please know that I am crazy. I will fuck you up. Don't play with me. But y'all, I'm getting off this goddamn phone and cigarette out and talk to y'all forever. Y'all asked me for my point of view. There it was. All right.